Today's horoscope and tarot from Astrocademy, Aries, March 5, 2022. You're learning a lot about your inner motivations and psychology at this time, and today is no exception. The moon heads into your privacy sector, prompting a need for more time to reflect and detox on an emotional level. You're especially comfortable with your innermost feelings, and you have a strong drive to better yourself through this self-understanding. With the Sun and Pluto heading into alignment, a light shines on some of your deeper ambitions, fears, and anxieties, primarily related to your health, daily routines, work, and service. You could feel compelled to resolve a complicated matter or rework something inside out or top to bottom. Your intuition is louder than you feel comfortable admitting. This is especially true when considering the moon's transit through Cancer and your 12th house of closure, dreams, hidden agendas, and life behind the scenes. Already coupled? Mercury will station retrograde in Aquarius via your committed 7th house of agreements, compromise, and significant others. Think before you say something you don't mean unless you want to go ahead and get the closure you need. The moon will also form a harmonious trine to Jupiter via your 8th house of mergers, shared resources, and soulmate connections, presenting you with an opportunity to merge with your lover's mind, body, and soul. Because Mercury retrograde continues to square Uranus retrograde, you might be unsure of what to commit to in your career, especially if you are trying to accomplish something or further your professional public image. Be open to any insights or revelations that could come up during this square. You might come across an innovative means of furthering your professional development, but, first, you must be open to a different perspective or method. It could look like an unlikely partnership or contract with someone you would have never considered until now. As the moon not only returns for its first visit to an intuitive and imaginative part of your chart for the year, but to begin the moon, it moves straight into a friendly aspect to lucky Jupiter in your financial sector. This is the moon's first visit since Jupiter's return and can fuel your financial confidence, instincts, and imagination. Don't expect any comfort from your family right now. The many little annoyances you're confronted with won't make you feel better anyway. Take a positive, laid-back attitude. If you stubbornly stick to your views, conflicts will escalate and your mistakes won't be so quickly forgiven. If you are willing to compromise, everything will be fine. A so-called friend is trying to step on your turf, and you'll need to check that soon. You have to take a few giant steps back and take a look at what's going on around you. One way to alleviate the stress you might feel is to approach life in a more playful way and try to brighten up your situation, but don't expect to receive too much credit for your efforts. Instead, whatever you do, you're scrutinized, your motives examined, and you find yourself having to defend all your actions. Today's transit makes you feel relaxed and easygoing. This is a wonderful feeling. As long as you keep yourself active, it can quickly turn gluttonous and lazy if you are not careful. Short, intense workouts are favored so that you can burn off the steam that naturally builds up throughout the day without excuses. Stay away from heavy foods like bread, dairy, and red meat. Enjoy fresh produce, soups, and legumes for energy that won't slow you down. You may find that the fun you planned for today is suddenly geared more towards a family event. That is the nature of this day, and it is exposing you to its true meaning. You may find a lot of excitement in viewing the world through a child's eyes. What a wonderful way to experience things anew. The environment you are exposed to may well be group-oriented, focusing on fun and excitement. It is not necessarily one that takes you too far away from your home turf. While your attention will be drawn in many directions today, the most urgent is Venus and Mars' last full day in your career sector. While Venus has been here for the last 4 months, Mars for the last 6 weeks, and they have been aligned for nearly 3 weeks, from tomorrow the push to get this professional year up to speed will end and it will become more about the journey. In all your personal and professional goals and ambitions, today is about not just focusing on what excites you but daring to believe in what's possible. Having the moon in Aries as Venus and Mars spend their last full day in a competitively charged part of your chart and prepare to move to a more social and serendipitous part tomorrow is a huge advantage. The planets of love and passion are as tightly aligned now as they have been, and thanks to the moon you are emotionally engaged. Your tarot reading for today. Wheel of Fortune, the Sun, and Judgment. One of your friends is preparing a surprise for you. He really appreciates you and wants to make you happy. The cards show this person feels benevolent about you. He wants to use his surprise to show you how much you mean to him. You are more important to him than he lets you know when you meet. This is a key element in what will soon unfold, the discovery that you feel very close to this person. This surprise will occur in March 2022. It might be a small simple gesture, a simple attention, or even a gift that you are given for a birthday, or a compliment from someone you don't expect to give you anything. This surprise will touch your heart and suddenly fill you with happiness. You will reconsider the bonds of friendship that you have with him, which may not have been going very well in recent times. As in any friendship, there are often a few grains of sand that can irritate. If this surprise doesn't please you, this is an opportunity for you to clarify things with your friend in order to re-establish a simple and enjoyable relationship for you both. There's nothing like a chat to appease the spirits and regain trust in each other. If he refuses, it's because your friendship has come to its end. Communication is the foundation without which nothing is possible. Go ahead and say what you feel. Our eyes in the sky. The moon's connection with all of these planets allows us to access our deepest feelings. When the moon aligns with the south node of destiny, it gives us a chance to heal the past, or at least see the error of our youthful follies. It also adds an intuitive vibe to the day, giving us the psychic information that we yearn to hear and understand, particularly with Neptune involved. Venus, Mars, and Pluto stir the pot and create drama in our personal relationships because we all want to be in control and in charge. The lesson here is that none of us can control others or life. You can only control the way you handle your reaction to intense situations and avoid unnecessary drama. A good way to use the energy of the day is to focus on how you can heal the past and change the future. You have the power to create the life you want. Just be willing to take the necessary steps to attain the greatness that lies ahead. During this last conjunction, we see the entire picture with improved clarity. How have our principles fundamentally changed since the end of last year? Have discussions within relationships altered our definition of loyalty and fidelity? Are we still on the same page as those we are committed to, or must we now make some decisions to renegotiate our participation? Knowing when it is not only ethical, but liberating, to accept another's goals or differences of opinion, allows us to continue relationships with greater confidence or part ways respectfully. In the morning, the Scorpio moon squares off with Saturn in Aquarius, making it difficult to express our feelings. We might freeze out those who are interested in establishing a connection with us. Perhaps we feel that exposing our vulnerable side will diminish us or make us susceptible to others' agendas. Avoid making reactive decisions. Asking for personal space will help us to see which relationships are functioning healthily or which hinge on codependent dynamics.